When Amara married Daniel, she thought she had found the perfect man. He was handsome, hardworking, and everyone at church looked up to them as the ideal couple. But soon after their wedding, things started to change, slowly at first. Daniel began coming home late. His phone calls became secretive, and their conversations grew shorter and shorter. Amara tried to tell herself it was just stress from work. But one night, while Daniel was in the shower, his phone buzzed on the nightstand. The name that lit up the screen made her heart freeze. It read, "My love," followed by a heart emoji. And it wasn't her number. Her hands started to shake. When Daniel came out, she asked him quietly, "Who is my love?" Daniel just laughed it off, saying, "Oh, that's just a colleague." But deep in her soul, Amara knew something was terribly wrong. A few weeks later, the truth came crashing down. Daniel had been seeing another woman for almost a year. Amara felt her entire world collapse. Her friends were furious for her. "You have to leave him," they said. "You deserve so much better. Once a cheat, always a cheat." But Amara made a decision that shocked every single one of them. Instead of fighting with Daniel, she started praying for him. Every single night, she knelt and prayed for God to change his heart. Months went by, and on the surface, nothing seemed to change. In fact, Daniel grew even colder. Some nights, he didn't even come home at all. Amara's heart was breaking, but her faith held firm. Then, one night, something shifted. Daniel came home at 2 in the morning. As he walked into the bedroom, he saw Amara on her knees praying. But this time, she was weeping. He stopped in the doorway and listened. "God," she whispered through her tears, "I know my husband is lost. But please, don't give up on him. Please bring him back." Daniel stood there, frozen. She wasn't praying against him. She was praying for him. For the first time in months, guilt hit him like a hammer. He saw the pain he was causing, the love he was betraying. The very next morning, Daniel did something no one, least of all Amara, expected. He ended the affair. A few weeks after that, he sat down in front of Amara. His eyes filled with a remorse she thought she'd never see. "I am so sorry," he said, his voice breaking. "I almost destroyed the best thing in my life." Their marriage didn't heal overnight. It was a long, difficult journey, but slowly, with counseling, honesty, and a lot of grace, trust began to return, love was rekindled, and Daniel, through the power of her unwavering faith, became the man Amara had always prayed he would be. Years later, Daniel stood in front of their church and shared their story. He said, "I didn't change because someone forced me to or argued with me. I changed because someone loved me enough to pray for me when I was completely lost." Sometimes the most powerful weapon in any relationship isn't anger or ultimatums, but prayer. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories of faith and hope.